on most, if not all, machines. But what about your settings? What about your plugins? What about your bookmarks? When you walk up to another machine, they don't have your bookmarks. They don't have your configuration. They don't have your options. They don't have your cookies. If you download the portable version of Firefox, your bookmarks will be on your thumb drive. Your settings will be on your thumb drive. Your plugins will be on your thumb drive. So from that perspective, it can be also handy and also a little bit more secure, because if you turn off cookies and you have, other means of, limiting, adware and other type of undesirable things, you can take it all with you. Okay, all your plugins will be with you when you install the portable version of Firefox. But at a minimum, you need to have, OpenOffice. Yep.
Wait, you said portable version of Firefox?
Yep, they have a portable version of Firefox. It's recommended that you at least take a look. You don't have to install that. Just go to the internet portion, and you can see Mozilla Firefox Portable Edition. It's not something that you have to have installed. It's just that it can be handy. If you have to go and use different machines over a day, this can be quite handy. Question? Yep.
When we want to open the Firefox portable, and on a different computer that already has Firefox, do we just if we want to open our setting, we have to open it from the portable one?
Yes. It will only use your settings when you open the portable version on your thumb drive. When you open the one that is installed on that machine, it will bring out the settings of that particular installation. Good questions. They also have, educational stuff, that I think some of these are really quite, interesting. Personally, I like Stellarium. Yep.
So the lab computers all have OpenOffice on them?
Yes, they do. They have Firefox and they have OpenOffice. So the lab machines are all set up. But I cannot say the same thing about other computers on campus. So that's why it's still handy, as a fallback mechanism to have everything on your thumb drive, just in case you need to use it from your thumb drive.
Including OpenOffice?
Including OpenOffice, right.
So the version they have there is portable as well?
You mean in the lab?
Or not in the lab, but I mean online.
Here. Yeah, this one is portable. The other one at openoffice.org, that one is not portable. If you guys want to have fun, Stellarium is also a very interesting program. It's a planetarium type of software. In other words, you install that program, you tell the program, where you are, location-wise. It will display the night sky at this point. Okay, it will find out the current time. It will display the night sky. If you want to find out what the constellations will be, if you want to look at, let's say Jupiter, you can find out, tonight at 9 p.m., is Jupiter even viewable in Sacramento? Okay, so I personally find it quite interesting if you want to get into astronomy or if you want to, tell someone something about constellations and whatnot. This is a really cool program. So go here and have fun, look around, and all of these programs are portable. They can all be installed on a thumb drive. But getting back to the homework assignment, you can also have both. Install a permanent version on your desktop computer and install a portable on a thumb drive. So this way, when you're home, you can use the installed version on the desktop. When you are on the go, you can use the portable version on your USB thumb drive. So I think it is useful. The other thing is be patient, because when you install OpenOffice Portable on the slower thumb drive, it can take a long time. It can take close to an hour to have everything installed. So just be patient, start up the process, walk away, get a coffee, have a meal or something, and just let it finish on its own. It will finish, okay? It's just that it will take a long time. If you use an external hard drive, it'll be much faster. Okay, external hard drives are much faster than thumb drives. Any questions at this point? Yeah, when it runs, it's not going to be as much of a problem. It will still be slower than running from a hard drive, but you only have to start it up once. So only the startup part will be probably taking 20 seconds instead of 5 seconds. But once you start it up, it will not be a problem. The problem is not with OpenOffice itself. It has to do with thumb drives. most thumb drives that you purchase, have a very slow write speed. The read speed, they're all pretty good, but when you're writing to the drive, sometimes it can go down to like 2 megabytes per second, which is exceedingly slow. Okay. Any questions? If you want to have a really fast thumb drive, but without going to an external hard drive, one thing you can do is to go get a high-speed SD card or a compact flash card and just buy an inexpensive flash card reader. Okay, that usually will work faster than a thumb drive that you buy from, say, Fry's or Office Max or some of those places. Once you have OpenOffice installed, download this document, go to Sheet 2, add your name in cell A1, save the file, and then turn that file in using the interface below. This is the interface that I'm talking about. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and do this homework assignment once and show you the process, what you have to do. You can click this link. Now, when you click this link, you have to be careful because one, if you're using the portable version of OpenOffice, this won't be an option because the system does not know that you have OpenOffice installed. It is portable. So typically what I usually do, or what I tell people to do, is to save the file first. Okay, so you click Save File, and you have to remember where the file is saved. It depends on the version of Windows, depends on the version of your browser. It may put it onto the desktop by default. It may put it into the download folder by default. So you have to find out where the file is when you download it. Once you download it in Firefox, you can actually just double-click, in this window, which is not. Let's see whether this works or not. This actually works. It does not say this file is open in read-only mode. If you see read-only up here on the title bar, that means you have to save the file once using Save As. Then you can actually work on the homework assignment. Are there any questions at this point? Nope. Okay. So the first thing I would do is, well, the only thing I have to do in this case is to go to Sheet 2 of the spreadsheet. In OpenOffice, you can control which sheet of a spreadsheet you're looking at using the bottom tag here. And I can zoom it in a little bit so you guys can see a little better. Go to Sheet 2. And I forgot to turn off my phone's ringer. And use, this is cell A1, column A, row 1. And just type in your name. And then you have to save the file again. Okay, so I have to save as in this case. And I can either save over this file or I can save it, with a different file name. Okay. Are there any questions at this point? Nope. Okay. And it is usually safer. You can probably upload at this point. The file is already done. I would close the file first. I would close the document first, just to make sure that everything is already saved on that file. Go back to your browser. Go to this upload interface here. And now I have to go find it. I think it was in the download folder. And the file name is cisp300 for OpenOffice-answer.ods. Click on that, click Open. Now, you're not done yet, okay? What you have done, or what I have done at this point, is to tell the web browser where to find that file. But the file is not uploaded at this point. Okay? It is just specified but not uploaded. So make sure that you click the button below this line, upload this file, and make sure you see this message, the confirmation that the file is successfully uploaded. Are there any questions at this point? Okay, that's all that you have to do for this homework assignment. You can click continue. Yep.
Does it matter how we save it? Do you care what we save it as? Like the name?
The file name?
Yeah.
The file name is not important because when you turn it in, when I grade it, the file is automatically associated with who turned it in. So I know right away, who turned in that file. So there's no need to worry about that part. Okay, now for those of you who want to double check everything and confirm everything, you can see that once you upload the file, it will appear in the assignment itself, which means you can actually download it back, open the file to double check and make sure this is the file that you want to turn in. If you by accident or by some other reason turn in the wrong file, just upload it again. You can upload it as many times as you want before the due date. You can resubmit. But Moodle can only keep the last one that you upload. Okay, so I'm going to use the last one that you upload for grading purposes, but you can re-upload as many times as you want. Are there any questions at this point? Nope. Okay. How long do you think you will need to get this homework assignment done? A week, maybe? Okay.
So what we do is write an email for the cell and then just submit.
But it has to be sheet 2, okay? So you have to follow the instructions carefully. But yes, if you follow the instructions, that's all you have to do. Write your name, save the file, turn it in, and that's it. Okay? You guys all feeling kind of confident that you can get it done in a week? Okay, very good. All right, so that takes care of the homework assignment, and I can continue now to talk about developers, or the role of developers in software development. And I think last time we already took a role of, who is on a computer science track, who is on a math track, and who is on an engineering track. So that's good. Do your other professors, like your math professors, for those of you who are on the mathematics track, do they talk about why computer programming can be useful when you are, a math major? No, not really. We talked about software, which is basically the specification to the hardware of, how to perform the operations. The hardware is good. I mean, it can perform operations really, really quickly. The question is, does it know how to perform, in what order to perform the operations? And the answer is no. Hardware does not know when to add, when to compare, when to subtract, when to multiply. It knows how to do each individual thing, but it doesn't know the order, the proper order of doing those things. It is software that tells the hardware what is the proper order to perform those operations. Yep.
So there really is no use in hardware unless there is software.
That is correct.
But then the software can't be used unless there is hardware.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep. It's basically, if you look at it, like a person, one is the mind. The mind is, quote unquote, the software, and the brain is the hardware. Or, if you're, religious, then the spirit, is basically the software, and then the body is physical, and that's the hardware. Okay. Now, software is everywhere, okay, because I want to make sure that people understand, when we talk about software, we are not just talking about software that you can purchase from Fry's or some other places. We are talking about, let's talk about computers. Okay, what are computers these days? A very good example is your cell phone. A cell phone, like my really inexpensive MyTouch 3G, the phone itself is inexpensive. It's the monthly fee that's killing me. Okay. And that will be the whole point of getting a subscription, because I know T-Mobile may not be making money selling the phone for $100, but they will be making money from the monthly fees. But you look at this thing here, and you think about it. I would not call this a phone. I would call this a computer pretending to be a phone. Okay, why do you think I said that? And more. Okay? If you think about it, a cell phone can do more than what a desktop can. Well, it has more devices. It has more embedded devices on the cell phone. There are more embedded devices on the cell phone than a desktop computer. This desktop computer here is, I'm guessing, $1,300 when it was brand new. Okay? Do you think it has a GPS on it?